Hello, my name is Carole. This is my channel, So Carole, and it's Busy Bee Results Day for challenge number 2. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen, you don't even know what we're going on about, it was a challenge that was started by Gemini Stitches and Sequin Girly Creates, and there are a few of us doing it. I will put all the links to the channels below, because once you've finished watching this, please go over and check and see what they have transformed, because I guarantee you, because they are all amazing sewists, they will have created some fantastic things. So off the top of my head, because I can never get this right, is Gemini Stitches, Sequin Girly Creates, One Girl Creates, Sewn by Sarah, Sew Sparkle with Sam, and myself. We've done challenge number 1, which was we sent each other a pattern. So I sent one to somebody, they sent one to someone else, and then so we didn't know what it was and we just had to make it up. I'll put the links below to my reveal for challenge number 1, but this was challenge number 2. Now, of course, this is all based on the TV programme, The Great British Sewing Bee, which I'm a huge fan of, and so is a lot of the others. So challenge number 2 is normally a transformation challenge, and what we had to do for this was to get something from a charity shop or that you've had in your wardrobe and repurpose it and turn it into something different. So it couldn't just be an alteration or just sort of a bit of mending. It had to be something different than it was already. Now, I don't know if you remember when I showed you my reveal for the pattern that I did for challenge number 1, I held up 3 fabrics that I was going to potentially use. When I say fabrics, I mean things that I already had. Number 1 was this sarong. Now, I decided against using this because I felt it was cheating too much, because it's basically 1.5 meters of fabric. So I didn't choose the sarong. I also showed you this scarf that I picked up in a charity shop with this beautiful embroidery on. That would have using this would have meant I had to use something else, and I didn't have the right sort of fabric to use that. So I didn't use that. So that left me with the skirt. So the skirt, you can tell I've made it from this because I've only got scraps left, but this was this fabric. This was a skirt. This sewing room I'm in now used to be my daughter Katie's bedroom. So she left about 8 years ago, and hanging in the wardrobe since then has been a Primark skirt that she had, that she loved the fabric for. It was a strange shape because it was kind of scooped hem and slits up the side. I will insert a picture of it, me wearing it. It is a little bit big for me, but I will show you what I started with. So I decided to use that because I love the fabric. I could never bring myself to throw it out, and it had sat in the wardrobe for 8 years. So what better chance was I ever going to have than to actually get my acting gear and use it? And I did, and I will show you the results now. So here is my finished result. I used one of my favourite patterns for kind of evening wear, a bit more than casual kind of wear, and it's New Look 6434, and I did the one model's wearing. Now, I am so pleased with this. So what I did, I had all the fabric, I cut it up so I could just look at the fabric. I then decided that I wanted these stripes to go horizontally. In the skirt they were going down, and I don't know if any of you are like me, but I really don't like that. So I like the stripes going across. Luckily I had enough that I could stripe match on the sides, and I tried to do it on the sleeves. It's not too bad. When I put the cuff on, I made sure that the stripes are going vertical just to make it a little bit different. I did put splits in the side this time. It doesn't call for that, but yeah, I think it looked kind of nice. I don't put the back closure in because I've made this quite a few times and you really don't need it. And also I find, as I've said one of my videos before, my hair, if I put a button and a loop on the back, my hair just gets trapped in it, especially if it's quite a raised button. I don't know about you, but I'm always having to untangle my hair. So I didn't do that. I'm so happy with this. When you see this, I will actually be away on holiday, and this is coming with me because I'm going to wear it as a kind of an evening top with some dark jeans or something. The funny thing is, I think it looks kind of Christmassy. I don't know why, but I just think it looks kind of Christmassy fabric. I just love it. I am so pleased that I managed to use that skirt up and turn it into something very, very wearable. And I know I may have cheated by using a pattern, because in the television programme they don't use patterns, but I wanted it to be wearable and not be wasted, so I used a pattern. One thing I'll mention before I go is I'm actually wearing one of my most successful transformations, refashions from last year. This was a dress, it was a designer dress that I picked up in a charity shop. I just fell in love with this fabric, and I actually changed it into this top here. New Look 6344. I added some ties, as I very often do, on the sides just to bring it in a bit. But I'm actually wearing, one of my favourite transformations from last year. So that leads us on to challenge number 3. Now that will be at the end of September. And what we decided to do for challenge number 3 is all make a bag. So a bag free, so we want to get a free pattern, do a bag of our choosing to kind of reflect our personality. That's the bit that absolutely throws me. I think for me, you'll just get a bag with fabric I like, because I'm no good at doing that, and it would just be beige and boring if it was me reflecting my personality. So yeah, that's what we are doing for challenge number 3. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this, and don't forget, as I said, to go and check out all the others. If I get signal while I'm on holiday, I will be looking at all the others as well. And join us again at the end of September for the final reveal of challenge number 3. Thank you again, and see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.